Hi, welcome to Euro Truck Simulator. This is about the millionth time I've started this video, so I've had nothing but problems with it, but that's alright, we'll get there eventually. So we'll start, I'll just show you my truck. So here's my truck. This is actually an Australian paint job, so it's from the Australian Paint Jobs pack. And the reason I like this paint job is it reminds me of the paint jobs that custom vans in Australia, New Zealand and America had back in the 70s. I loved those custom paint jobs that were airbrushed on the sides of vans, and this paint job reminds me of it, so that's why I've gone with this paint job. Now I seem to be having nothing but problems with my truck at the moment. I think it's because it's so far damaged. Now an interesting thing here, okay, so just before we go on with this, there seems to be a curse with tracking videos. I know that Fury Machine Gaming tried tracking videos. I know that Eustace Farmer tried tracking videos. And it seems that everybody who's tried tracking videos ended up getting very, very few views on them compared to, say, when they do farming videos. Now, I don't really care about that because I never watch how many views my videos are getting anyway. I will explain in a second why I've decided to do a tracking video, or why I've decided to do a wee bit of tracking. But before I do that, I just want to show you all a couple of pictures. So in one of my previous videos I showed you some pictures of a of an aircraft carrier kit set, a plastic one I'd seen at a model show, and I decided I wanted to try and do out of Lego, and indeed I have now built it out of Lego. So this is the USS Enterprise aircraft carrier, done in a style called Chibli style, which is a Japanese style where everything is done way out of proportion to each other. So as you can see, for example, the canopies of the planes are way too high, the control tower is shorter than the person standing there, the person's head is way too big for their body, the runway on the aircraft carrier is only twice the length as it is the width, so it's not anywhere even close to long enough. This is an AWACS plane with the same huge, very tall canopy on it and things. So that's why this has done that kind of cartoon silly style like this, because it's a style called Chibli, and I quite liked it, and I wanted to try building an aircraft carrier in that style, and I think personally I'm happy with how it's come out. Anyways, we shall now go back to the tracking, and I'll talk about why I've gone back to, or why I'm doing a tracking video. It's probably, I think this is the first tracking video I've ever done. That's not the first time I've ever played Euro Truck Simulator. So I bought both Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. I played quite a lot of both of them, and I stopped playing them because I got bored with them. But there's been 4 new DLC. So anyway, because I stopped playing them probably about a couple of years ago, I'd say, all of the latest DLC packs I don't have. I have a lot of the early DLC packs, probably all of the earlier, certainly all the map ones and quite a few of the paint job ones for the DLC packs, but any of the later ones I don't have yet. And if I start really enjoying these again, then I'll probably rebuy them. And I also always personally preferred the Euro Truck Simulator 2 over American Truck Simulator, even though they're basically both the same. And the reason I preferred Euro Truck Simulator 2 is there's just more variety. Or I don't know if there still is now that there's more American road packs out. There was always more variety in Euro Truck Simulator 2, like right now on the island of Corsica. And the island of Corsica, I think I need to have, I can't do repairs there, I can only do that at a garage. But I don't need diesel, but I am going to need sleep soon. I think we might sleep on the ferry though, if that's alright. So yes, at the moment we're on the island of Corsica, which is full of narrow, tight roads, so I really like these for the same reasons I like the English and Irish farms on Farming Simulator. I love narrow, tight spaces and things like that. And so yeah, I always found that Euro Truck Simulator 2 just had a lot more variety in the different types of roads. You could jump on ferries and go between different continents and things, which you couldn't do on American Truck Simulator. So that's why I preferred this one. It wasn't for any other reason, it had more variety to it. But I seen that American Truck Simulator, I can't remember whether I noticed Colorado has come out already or is coming out, as one or the other, and that will probably have some steep mountain roads and things, so I imagine it will. And I think yeah, so something like the Rockies, I can't remember whether that's already out or whether it's coming out, I just don't remember which. I think that would be interesting to drive. But anyway, there's 4 DLC packs that have been announced are coming soon, and all 4 of them are things that I think sound really, really exciting. So I've decided to re-download the games and just see if I can get back into them. And if I can, then I'll definitely be buying those 4 DLCs, and I'll probably catch up on other ones that I haven't got. So the 4 DLCs I think sound really, really exciting. The 2 for... sorry, my truck is very, very damaged at the moment, so the engine just cuts out from time to time. If we go past a garage, I will stop and get it repaired. And the reason it's so damaged is, as I said, I'm a completely useless driver in this game. Absolutely useless at it. I'm always hitting things, and normally it's accidental, occasionally it's deliberate. Certainly, because in the Euro Truck Simulator 2, there's a lot of toll roads, and when I see the price they're charging me to drive on these toll roads, it gets me quite mad, and I decide to sort of do a wee bit of damage to the sides of the road and things so I get my money's worth from the toll I'm paying. Which is ludicrous really, because it costs me more than truck repairs, of course. And besides, the tolls are in euros, and I don't actually know the exchange rate between euros and New Zealand dollars, so I don't even know if it is actually quite a lot of money I'm spending, but it seems like a lot. I mean, it's charging me a couple of €100 toll to use a road. Just seems ridiculous to me, and it gets me quite angry, so I take it out on the sides of the road and things. Hence my truck gets so damaged. Anyway, the 4 DLC packs that have been announced, none of them are out yet. All 4 of them have been announced, and they sound really, really exciting, and I'd like to try them, which is why I've downloaded the games again to try out and see if I can get back into them again. So the 2 for Euro Truck Simulator 2 is they've announced Ireland, so you'll be able to drive around Ireland, and that'll be great. I might be able to see some of my farms from Farming Simulator. Yeah, right. And the other one that they've announced that looks really, really exciting for Euro Truck Simulator 2 is coaches, where instead of driving a truck, you'll be able to drive these buses, and this truck definitely needs to be repaired when it can be. You'll be able to drive coaches and deliver passengers. And then the 2 DLCs that have been announced for American Truck Simulator, as I said, the Colorado one I think is one I'll have to buy if I haven't already got, and I don't think I have already got that. So I'm not sure if that one's coming or has already been, but if it involves a lot of winding mountain roads like what we're driving over right now, then I would definitely be a starter for the Colorado pack. Definitely. The 2 packs they have announced that I thought looked really, really fun, there's a Ford pack which has an old Ford Mustang in it. There's a Dodge pack that has an old Dodge Charger, about a 69 Dodge Charger. And the idea of being able to jump into cars and go for drives over all of North America, and from the looks of things they're beginning to move into Canada now as well, so it'll be North America and Canada, instead of just trucks all the time, I think sounds really, really good. So I will probably buy both the Ford and Dodge DLC packs, and the Colorado one if I don't already have it. I don't remember whether I do or not. And the Rocky Mountains one if I don't have that already. Again, I don't remember what ones I've got and what I haven't now. I'd have to re-familiarise myself with it. And for this one here, I would definitely, if I can get myself back into the game and enjoy it, I'll definitely buy the Ireland pack when it comes out, and the coaches pack to be able to drive coaches for a change when that comes out. But first I need to check, so I don't want to go spending money on DLC packs if I'm just going to find the game really, really nice. Headlight usage. Oh, good grief. That's part of the problem is the laws so different overseas. I didn't know you had to have your headlights on during the day, but that's okay, we've got fined for it, it won't be the end of the world. I often get fined for speeding. I can't read my speedo, it's just not clear enough for me to be able to read, so I generally just go, when the roads are a bit wider and straighter than this one is obviously, I just go foot to the floor as fast as I can, and I slow down if I see a cop, but normally not in time. So speeding tickets in Truck Simulator are a way of life for me. As I said, in this particular game, I am a terrible, terrible driver. I'm always hitting things, which is not true to life. I don't go around hitting things in real life, but just in this game I am not good at all. I would never ever make much of a truck driver, I'm sure. But we're going around here. At the moment we're just heading, I think this load from memory is going somewhere in Italy. I know we're on the island of Corsica at the moment. My geography is terrible, I must say. I thought I was going to the island of Sicily, and it wasn't, it was Corsica. And that's how bad my geography was. I mean, Sicily is, as I thought I was going to, what is it? Well, so I'm just trying to watch my map as well. I often go the wrong way in sections and end up having to double back and things. So I try not to make too many mistakes like that. No, it wasn't Sicily I thought I was going to. Where was it? It was, Sardinia. Yes, I thought I was going to Sardinia, which of course is part of Spain, I think, from memory. Spain. I can't even remember now. Spain, literally. That's how terrible my geography is. I was actually going to the island of Corsica, which is part of France. I know that to get to Corsica here, I drove through Germany, and I was very, very tempted to stop past the Giants factory and give them a piece of my mind and tell them all the things they're doing wrong with their farming game. But I couldn't find the Giants factory. That doesn't seem to be marked on Trucking Simulator, so that's probably just as well for them. I couldn't find their factory. But so as you can see, this island here, Corsica, is just absolutely full of narrow roads and things. Not always the easiest thing to get around in a truck. And I still haven't found a workshop where I can get my truck repaired, so I'm just going to have to live with the fact that, oh, got a red light here, okay. So sometimes I won't even notice the traffic lights and I'll go ploughing straight through them without noticing. But I saw that one, so I managed to stop in time. That looks like a ferry that's just ahead of us right now, and we're heading towards a ferry at the moment to head to, as I said, I think from memory, we're taking this crane truck to Italy, but don't quote me on that, I just don't remember now. But generally, as soon as I've dropped off one load, I sort of pick up another and off I go, and I always choose a load based on either having an interesting load, so this one was an interesting load, so it was a crane, or an interesting destination. So the one that got me to here in the first place had the destination of the island of Corsica with a ferry that I had to go across, so that's why I chose that one. But I love driving around the little islands like this. I also love driving around Russia in this game. Now I must say I play this game, I treat it as at least a decade ago, before there were real immigration problems with a lot of these countries, before Russia went to war with Ukraine. So, ooh, I'm in the wrong lane, aren't I? So I need to go. I am. Oh well, I'm just going to turn anyway. I've got the indicators on, so it's alright. The reason I quite like driving around Russia in this game is that the roads are very, very rough. They're not well maintained and things. So again, it makes it fun to drive around. Whereas compared to, say, driving around England, France, Italy, places like that, the roads just get a wee bit boring. I prefer to go to some of the little islands or go to Russia where the roads are really quite unkept. But yeah, so I'm not even sure. I did remember to start my my timer before this video, but because I've had to restart this video about 3 times, I don't think I remembered to stop my timer and restart it each time. So the timer is telling me I've been going for 23 minutes, but I think that's 23 minutes since the last time I tried starting the video, and not 23 minutes since this actual video here started. Now, is it that ferry I want, or... Yes, it is. Okay, that's good. I generally use the interior view here, although sometimes when I get to places I need to use the outside view just to find what it is I'm looking for. If I need to sleep, I sometimes have to use the exterior view just to find where the heck you meant to park your truck. As I said, I'm pretty terrible at this game, I really am. But see, the ferries here, that's one of the reasons I like Euro Truck Simulator 2, because I'd never seen any... Okay, we're going to Porto Junio. Your guess is as good as mine, where we're headed. Okay, here we go. Now, okay. Vehicle malfunction. Come on. Yeah, I think we're going now. Yep. Okay, I really do need to get my truck repaired, but I can. I also don't like driving at night, so you notice it's night time now, and my bed symbol up there is blue, which probably means I need to sleep soon. I know when it turns red I start yawning and things. So let's see if we can find a bed not very far from where we are now. Part of the problem is, because I haven't played this game for years, really, I forget what all the different controls are for everything. There's a bed place I can sleep there, or one I can sleep there. Neither one of them are very far off the beaten track for me. I wonder if there's one here that's waiting to be discovered, because there's definitely something there on the map. You can see, can't you? Hang on, wait, stop. F5, I think zooms in the map, from the looks of things. Oh no. Is it a... No, that's not a bed place. Okay. I don't even know which one I've got. Probably that one. Okay, oh. So let's go... We'll go and save one of those bed places. Probably the closer one. Where... Oh, that is... Oh no, that's not too far off the beaten track. Okay, so let's go for... There... Well, it looks like there's a repair place there too. Hang on then, let's go there first. Oh, hang on. Oh, how do I... good grief. Okay. Repair place. And then bed. No, let's change the order of them again. Okay, we're going to sleep first, then get repairs. Okay. So, off we go. Because, yeah, I don't like driving at night. I just... My driving on the whole, as I said, in this game I'm a terrible driver. In real life I don't crash all the time. But the one thing that is the same between Trucking Simulator and real life is I'm terrible, absolutely terrible at driving at night. My night vision is awful. So if I'm forced to drive at night in my car, I normally just find someone else that's going the same direction as me and just sit behind them and just follow them all the way to where I'm going. In this game, you'll notice I've got the truck on high beams, and that's just to try and see where I'm going. And I know it's not realistic, because you wouldn't have high beams around a town here, and you definitely wouldn't have high beams when cars are coming towards you and things, but it's the only way I've got any hope whatsoever of seeing what's going on. Ooh. I didn't even have that map on before, I don't think, so I don't know how I've managed to turn that map on. It's quite handy. Before I was having to rely on the map on the dashboard of the truck. I've got another separate map up there now. I don't know how I managed to get that up there. But it seems to be quite handy, so maybe we'll keep it there, although it doesn't really add to the realism a lot, so maybe I should see if I can try and get rid of it again. It's got to be one of the function keys to get rid of it. Come on, where are we going? Straight through it, this one, okay. Oh, that truck drives just being a prick now, going right to the roundabout like that. Okay, so as you can see, I am terrible at this game, and depending on how long this video goes for, there's bound to be tons and tons of accidents, especially when I try and drive at night like this. But I have at least fixed my steering problem. I always had the problem that my dead zone wasn't big enough and the truck was just way too twitchy, but having to go and reload the steering wheel again for whatever reason I had to, I found my dead zone thing and was able to fix that, so I no longer have such a twitchy steering wheel. So there's got to be some good that came out of this then. And we're probably in the wrong lane here, so we'll just move over slightly. So yeah, because I don't play this, or I haven't played this game so long, I don't remember half the controls. I've found my wipers, I've found my lights, I've found my engine on off, I know my brake and reverse things. But anything else, if you want beacons on or anything like that, I've got no idea what button it is. I'm sorry, I just do not remember. I have a feeling I may have made the beacons O because they're O-shaped. Let's have a look. So, oh yes, look at that, I've got beacons. So beacons was O. That's handy to know. Yeah. Somewhere up here should be my sleeping place where we can sleep the night away and get back onto daylight. Oh good grief, everything's red everywhere. Where am I going to be going here? Oh, okay, up around here, is it? I think. Oh. Maybe I gave the map too many places I wanted to go on the way to delivery. Oh, what am I being pulled over for now? Oh, speeding. Okay, oh, nothing new. Nothing new. Vehicle malfunction. Okay, is it? No. Oh, come on. We're going to repair the truck just as soon as we can, okay? It's going to sleep first. It doesn't seem to want to let me go and repair the truck before I sleep. So we're going to go and sleep, then we're going to go and repair the truck. So just hang in there. But yes, so you can see how I get quite frustrated at traffic and my truck and things in this game and tend to take it out on things, and hence why I'm not a terribly good driver in this game. As I said, I'm not like that at all in real life. Although another thing, as well as not being able to see very well in the dark, I have discovered that actually having a low car isn't the best thing in the world after dark, simply because all the big four-wheel drives that seem to be everywhere nowadays, everyone wants to buy a four-wheel drive, even though the idea of off-the-road is putting two wheels up on the curb accidentally or something. Oh, I've discovered a new place. Okay. Their headlights are just the right height on these big four-wheel drives, so that when you're in a low sports car, they tend to blind you a lot. Now, this isn't something that really worries me at all, because, to be perfectly honest, it's very rare that I actually go out at night nowadays. I'm an old fella, so at night time I prefer to be in my bed. Yeah, let's just, oh, come off it. We're almost where we want to be. Okay, so this is the sleep place. So we'll go in there and we'll sleep the night away, then we'll go and repair the truck first thing in the morning. Yeah, I may need to change to an outside view, try and find where the heck I'm meant to park. I must admit the sleep places are not well marked in this game, so I never know where the heck I'm meant to be parking. Do you see a park there for someone that wants to sleep? I don't. There's car parks there, but that's all. Where's the sleeping area? Come on, looks like I just passed one. There's another one coming up on my right. There's nothing there on my right. Look at it, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. There's no sleeping area there. Oh, here's some areas here. I think I've just driven over the traffic island, but at least we've found the sleeping area. So let's park in one of those. Engine, sleep. Okay, and in the morning we're going to repair our truck, and the video's probably got long enough now, so I might leave you and go and repair my truck offline, or I could make the video a wee bit longer so you can actually see something in daylight for a change. And let's do that. Wrong button. Yeah, let's is my engine running now? I think it is. Come on. Now it is. Okay, so now where's the map thing? Okay, so now we need to go and find the truck repair place. So this video is probably going to end up being very, very long as a result of this, but you probably want to see a wee bit of the stuff that's going on during daylight hours instead of having to do everything at night. So now we're looking for a truck repair place, so I'm sick and tired of my truck stalling on me all the time. So, in the wrong lane again. In Trucking Simulator like this, I find that, because I don't have any left-hand mirrors there, but I find that if you indicate early enough, things will get out of your way when you're wanting, when you want to go left, as long as you're indicating. So I tend to indicate often, just because I can't be bothered looking to the left to see if something's coming up when I'm trying to change lanes or something like that. But oh, come on. So head around here. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't let me sleep on the ferry, so I didn't have to make a separate trip. Is this thing? Let's have a look. See here. Oh, there's the truck repairs in the Mercedes dealership there. Okay, let's go and do that then, and then we can be on our way back to where we're meant to go. Mercedes-Benz truck dealer discovered. I don't want to buy a Mercedes-Benz, they're ugly. So I think the Volvo trucks are my favourites, although admittedly at the moment we're driving a Scania. The Scania has a bigger map on it, being I didn't have that map thing that I've got right now showing, and I don't know how I got that. But the also the Scanias also have a bigger fuel gauge, so I can quite easily see my fuel gauge. So we need to service the truck and service recommendations. Let's see. Repair, yes. That still gives us 4% damage. How do we? Oh, here's a repair all option. Confirm. No, it must be 4% permanent damage or something, I think. Oh, maybe I need to replace the parts. Maybe that'll fix it. Ah, look at that. We're back to 0% damage now. So there you go, we did it. Now, let's try and get out of here again. Where are we going? Come on. Oh, let's start our engine first. Come on. Okay. So I don't think I've ever delivered a load on time in this game, and that's probably because every time it gets dark I stop and sleep to escape the dark, and I often have to stop somewhere to get repairs done, so all that slows me down, and as a result I never ever get any loads delivered on time. I've got to say, so I know for example that Driver plays American Truck Simulator. I know that Fury Machine Gaming does as well. I suspect the reason they play American Trucking Simulator is even with the whole of Europe and Euro Truck Simulator 2, it's just not enough roads. There's too big a chance you might run into me somewhere, and I'm just a menace on the roads, I really am. So they play American Trucking Simulator in order to avoid the possibility even of running into me on the roads. But if they're really, really silly and they want to hire me as a truck driver, bearing in mind that my recommendations include never ever getting a load delivered on time, never getting a truck to its destination with no damage, and probably getting more speeding tickets than they've had hot dinners, then tell me and I will load up American Trucking Simulator and go and do a trip for them sort of thing, for either of them if they want me to. But yeah, would be an awful driver to have on your team, which is why you should hire me and get me to do so. So we're back on the road to whatever destination we're going to, which I don't know, but that's all good. We seem to be making some progress now at least. My little map thing seems to have disappeared off the dashboard of the truck now. Don't know why. Maybe it's underneath that big one. No. Oh, I should be watching where I'm going, actually. That would be helpful. For sure. Okay. I've also got to be careful. I don't have the centre of gravity thing setting that decides how likely it is to tip your truck on the corners. I have that set to, I think, about 45 to 50% from memory. I don't have it set up all the way to ultra realistic, because otherwise I'll never ever get any load delivered to its destination. I'd always roll the truck instead. But I don't want it set to 0 either. I do want to be able to have to watch the corners a wee bit to ensure that I don't roll the truck by going too fast in corners. Anyway, so we're now on a 4-lane motorway in daylight hours, so it's probably getting quite boring for you now. So I might just stop here and hit save on the recording, because this video is probably getting very, very long, and I will catch up with you all again later. Thank you very much. Bye.